Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video we will talk about chapter 285 of Boku no Hero Academia, with the title, Katsuki Bakugo Rising. Katsuki Bakugo Rising. Raijingu, Bakugo Katsuki, Raijingu, is the 285th chapter of Kohei Horikoshi's My Hero Academia. As the beginning of this chapter, despite the pain that he felt, Deku continues his assault on Tomura, striking him with Detroit Smash, Wyoming Smash, and St. Louis Smash. Continues the deathmatch against Deku and Shigaraki, with Deku severely injuring himself by smashing 100% of One for All's power into Shigaraki over and over again. Tomura realizes the damage dealt to him is exceeding his super regeneration, and if he doesn't focus on defense he will get blown away. He starts to curse the heroes for pushing him this far to his limits but stops and says that One for All is just in the way of his dream, a statement Deku says is One for All's purpose before he uses Texas Smash to strike him again. Tomura starts to try to figure out a quirk to deal with Deku as a result. On the ground, Manuel says the fight above is incredible, but Katsuki says that Deku will die at this rate. He explains that Deku is using his legs and air force to avoid the recoil while using multiple quirks at the same time, as well as using every move he has learned up until this point just to keep Tomura in the air. And since he couldn't take him out with the first attack, this battle has become a war of attrition where the two are wearing each other out, and against someone who can regenerate, Deku doesn't stand a chance. Katsuki states that Deku will lose in a few minutes. Katsuki then yells at Shoto asking if he has finished applying first aid, and as he says he is, Katsuki grabs him and his father as he tells him to hold off on the fire until he gets him up in the air and for Shoto to cool him off as long as possible. And Endeavor accepts Katsuki's plan. Rocklock starts to worry if their plan will work, but the minute Shoto tells him to take care of their teacher, he remembers he already acknowledged the children as heroes. The three flies into the air as Endeavor tells Katsuki to aim for when Blackwhip is completely extended, and when he gets up there, the two need to get back to the ground or they may get caught up in the fire. As they fly, Katsuki thinks back to his talk between him, Izuku, and All Might, and how Katsuki compared Izuku to All for One, based on how All for One created One for All in addition to possessing multiple quirks. This causes Katsuki to believe that One for All is some kind of cursed power. Nevertheless, he couldn't deny all the good it has done in the hands of All Might, and how Izuku was able to fulfill his dream of being a hero with it. As the three reach the fight, Endeavor grabs Tomura as he yells for Deku to get down as he incinerates Tomura with Prominence Burn. Endeavor uses his Prominence Burn on Tomura, which leaves him deeply burned. In Tomura's mind though, All for One extends his hand to him once again and asks for him to lend his body to him. Tomura appears to do so because in the next instant, Endeavor gets stabbed by wires emitting from his back and he wonders why he won't die. It seems that Tomura agrees when All for One called to him. He says something unintelligible before firing the wires at Deku, as he's shouting about the first One for All user, calling Midoriya Izuku his little brother, while trying to attack him. In that moment, completely parallel to what happened back in middle school, Katsuki, without even thinking, pushes Deku out of the way and received the full force of the attack. Katsuki moves in way of Tomura's attack, paralleling the time when Izuku tried to save Katsuki from the Sludge Villain. And that's the end of this chapter. Katsuki Bakugo's fate is brought into question after he sacrifices himself to save Deku. He takes a bad blow from All for One in Deku's stead, but it's unknown, at the time, what the ultimate consequences of the action will be for him. Yet no matter whether Bakugo lives or dies, it's unlikely he'll escape permanent consequences when everyone around him is losing their lives and limbs. What do you think, guys? What can you say about this chapter? Comment down below, like, share, and follow my page to keep you updated in my next or future video uploads. Thank you for watching.